Should be all set.
Okay. All right, good morning, everybody. My name is Allison Ayotte. I am a tutoring coordinator in the Office of Learning Services, and I've been here at SUNY Oswego since 2016. And I'm here today to show you how to endorse your colleagues for skills that they have on LinkedIn. And also, we can talk about how you could request endorsements from colleagues who know your work. Okay. So I'm going to show you my LinkedIn. Okay. And is it screen sharing or do I need to do that? Okay. All right. Let's do. Okay. Oh, great. It's showing the correct thing. Okay. All right. So we're in my LinkedIn feed right now. And actually, here's one of our colleagues whose post shows up at the top of my feed, Nicole Brown. She is one of my favorite content creators on LinkedIn. She talks a lot about sustainable leadership, both with the organization of our, organization of the systems or the institutions, and also the capacity of leaders and those that they serve. So if those are things that interest you, Nicole has great resources. So I'm going to show you, I'm just going to go to Nicole's profile and show you how we could endorse her. You can only endorse people who you are first connections with. So if you want to endorse somebody or you want somebody to endorse you who you're not a first connection with, you first need to connect with them. So in order to do that, you would actually, I'll show you on another another connection later. Okay, so I'm going to scroll down to Nicole's skill section. Okay, so she's got 37 skills, and of course, I would endorse her for the skills that I have observed professionally that she uses in our professional relationship together. So higher education, I know her well enough to know that I can endorse her for that. Show more skills. Okay. Community outreach. Okay. Curriculum design. Okay. Educational leadership for sure. And there would be probably more that I can endorse her for if I scrolled through all the rest of her skills. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to go to my profile. Okay. And everyone else, if you have a LinkedIn, if you want to work along, you could go to your own profile. Okay. And there's people on the call that I know, at least one person. I know Mangala. Mangala, is it okay if I show your LinkedIn up here so I can endorse some of your skills?
Uh, sure, but I didn't put any skills, I believe.
Okay, well, so that's something that we could even work on in a little bit after we're done with this, if you like. So I'm gonna show you somebody that I know I can endorse. I was kind of looking this morning. Who are my first connections with that I haven't endorsed yet? So Zachary Vickery, one of our librarians here. I'm a first connection with him. I'm gonna scroll down. The skill sections are near the bottom. Okay. So he has definitely helped me with certain things. Okay. So based on the ways that I've worked with him, I can endorse him for archival research. Okay. Library research. Library reference. Okay, okay. All right, and another person that I could endorse, that I know on campus, I could click right here, or I could type the person's name in. So I'm going to endorse Jordan Pritchard for some things. I used to work with her in the advisement center. Okay. Okay. So I know that Jordan is highly organized. That's something I admire about her. Okay. Just show all the skills. My mouse isn't working that great. Okay, here we go. Okay. Okay. Event planning. Okay. Definitely customer service. Okay. 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 So it's pretty simple. As long as your first connections with the person, that's something that I had to figure out. That kind of like slowed me down a little bit at first when I was trying to get some endorsements going. Um, so another thing that relates to this I'd like to do is I'd like to ask some more of my colleagues to give me some endorsements. People that I've worked with over the years who know me from either being a colleague in the same office or working on projects across campus with me or both. So I'm going to send a message. Okay. Okay. Oops. Okay, so my messaging is down here. Okay. Uh, hold on a second. All right, my Zoom screen is blocking here. Okay, so I'm going to send a message to David Runge. David couldn't make it to the training today, but he's going to be watching it later. So I'd like to ask him to give me some endorsements because not only were we colleagues in the advisement center, but we served together as professional staff representatives for faculty assembly, and we serve on the professional staff council together. So I think David knows me in multiple contexts well enough as a colleague to know some things that I'm strong at. So I'm just going to type him a quick message. After you watch the recording of today's workshop, would you be willing to endorse a few of my skills on LinkedIn? That you can speak to professionally. Thank you for your time. Please let me know if there's anything that you would like me to endorse for you. We can all help each other out. Okay, so I've sent off that request. Does anybody have any questions? All right. So I will show you how to add some skills. I'm going to go back to my profile. Okay. Recently I completed the SUNY Center for Professional Development course on neurodiversity. I don't know if I already have skills about neurodiversity, so let me see. Okay. It's not exactly a skill. Meeting the needs of neurodivergent learners would be a skill, though. Um, and I might decide on a better way to word this later, but just to show you an example. Also meeting the needs of neurodivergent learners and employees. I supervise student workers. Okay. All right. So I typed in a skill, I hit save, and it has been added. Okay. Right now I'm actually taking a mind body coach certification course. So when I am done with that course, I could add in mind body coaching. Okay. And when I'm ready to keep that on there, I would hit save. Okay. Okay, and okay, discard, yep. Okay, so you can see in my skills section now it went from 60 to 61, and I do have the skill added. I'm gonna delete it for now, though, because I think that's way too long for a skill, the number of words there. So I'm gonna think about how I would like to rename that so it's more concise, and I will put it back on later when I put my badge on that I just earned for this course. Okay, so I'm gonna edit. Let's see. I'm gonna edit this one specifically, and I'm gonna delete the skill. Oh, before I do that, though, you can tell where you used the skill. So I actually have used this skill. I use it as a coordinator of academic success and content tutoring currently. I used it as a teaching assistant. I did work one-on-one with a student with autism. I used it in my elementary classroom. Okay. I used it as an academic success advisor and student academic success specialist. I didn't earn it in my degree programs. I earned this later. So once I add my Credly badge from SUNY for this course, I will be able to check it off here. So for example, it's kind of another like example like this. I took a course in effective teaching. So okay, if I've used it as a volunteer, I could check it, or in any of my organizations. Okay, for now, I'm going to delete this skill and I'll come back to it later. Okay. Good. Does anybody have any questions? Right, so the rest of the time was just meant for people to work on either endorsing other people or requesting endorsements, or you could add skills if you don't have them yet, so that you could then move on to requesting endorsements. So we are going to pause the recording, and then I'll hang out here a little bit. If people stay online and want any help, you can unmute and let me know if there's anything I can help you with. Okay? Okay. All right, so we're no longer recording, but I'm still here if you need anything. Hi, Peter.
Hello, how are you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing pretty well.
Good. Have you been here the whole time, or did you just jump on?
I just jumped on. I wrapped something else up and I was able to join.
Okay, so I just did a demo of how to endorse your colleagues. And we paused it to give people time to work. We paused the recording, but I'd be happy to go through and like show it again if you'd like
That's
to.
okay. I think I know how to do it. It's all right.
Okay. All right, cool. Thanks.
Yeah, no problem.
Hi, Allison.
Angela.